Hello and good evening. All right, guys, so tonight is a little different. We are not doing free questions tonight. Gemini, yes, I am live. We are not doing free questions tonight. We are going straight into donations. I just do not have a lot of time this evening to get to readings, so this is how I had to do it in order to be here. We did get some pre-orders that have come through. We have James, Asen, Philomena, Taka, and Smiley, and that is it. That's where the list is ending for the night. If you are on the donation list and you have not left me your question, please check in with me as soon as you can so that I am able to either get those questions from you or at least know that you're here. Okay? All right, so first up on the list, we have James. So James donated for Channeled Message, Love 2, and BOGO. So we're going to go ahead and get those done, and we're just going to keep moving it down the list. If you have any questions, feel free to message me, but we're not doing a free list tonight, again, just to be clear. All right, let's see. All right, so first up, we're going to work on Channeled Message for James. All lists are closed. If you're just joining us, feel free to hang out. But we are not doing anything outside of donations this evening. Hope everyone is having a great night. For those of you who are just now joining us, we are working on a channeled message for James. We are just doing donations tonight. No free list. We are also closed on donations as well. So essentially, all of our lists are closed for the evening. This is a very quick live stream, and we're just going to try to knock this out as fast as possible. Hi. Wow. That's sweet. That's nice. And interesting. Oh my god, yeah, that is surprising. I did, thank you. It was a good day. My husband got me flowers. Those were rad last night. We don't really do it up for Thanksgiving. What the heck am I talking about? We don't do it up for Valentine's Day because I don't know, we just never have. Like we've always done like sweet things for each other and like we've acknowledged Valentine's Day, but it's never been like a big thing for us. Like we didn't go to dinner, we don't go out, we don't get dressed up, we don't like do anything. That's just me and him. But we do show some kind of gesture. So he ordered flowers for me and those were delivered yesterday. He got me roses and then I got him like he has a sweet tooth, so his favorite thing in the world is candy and dessert and anything related to that. So that's what I did for him. Got my nephew a little Valentine's Day gift as well. And then my best friend and my bridesmaid's birthday is, well, she's celebrating her birthday tomorrow. I think it is her birthday tomorrow too, actually. Now that I think about it, because I just realized it's the 15th. But anyways, we're going to a vineyard, I think it is. No, a winery. I don't know, something like that. And so I'm doing that tomorrow. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely an eventful and fun weekend. Today was more so just like running errands and stuff. It wasn't like super special, but we had a great day though. The only thing is that this time of year is kind of hard on my husband because his dad passed away. Tomorrow is the anniversary of his death, so it's kind of hard for him, but overall though, it's been pretty good. I have mascara on right now and it's like it's been on for hours and it's like crumbling and getting into my eye and it's irritating the crap out of me right now. Sorry, I gotta get my glasses back on. You said your parents get you flowers and chocolates. Yeah, yeah. Not crazy about it. Plus, your city was celebrating Eagles parades. Oh, yeah. I bet that was insane. Yeah. It's okay. It's like he passed away on the same day as my best friend's birthday. So it's like it's kind of like fun and also like not fun. So it's like it's a tough time of year, but we do our best and we celebrate while we can. But yeah, all good though. But thank you for coming in. I love that update. I'm interested to see like if anything comes of that. And I hope you have a great rest of your Valentine's Day weekend too. All right, James, we are going to timestamp you right now. Let's say 1830. Okay, James. So she says, I have very strong feelings for you. I'm so attracted to you and your mind. I feel like we have something good here, and the wishes I have for our future, I'm keeping close to my heart. You get pieces of me that I don't show to everyone. I feel close to you, but I want to see you bring me in closer as well. I feel you holding back a little with me still, but I hope that changes some. Also, thank you for the kind gestures you do to show me sweet things. I really appreciate it. Looking forward to spending more time together. So, one thing that I was kind of channeling is that overall, something about your connection does feel like it's improving in some way, or maybe any insecurities that she was feeling seems to be kind of simmering down a little bit. Um, Obviously, like, I don't think you guys are where she would like to be 100%, but I do feel like she feels like they're getting better. So maybe you're doing something to make her feel more loved or cared for, or cared about. Also, of course, since it's Valentine's Day, there were like messages of that and wanting to spend time together. So I don't know if you guys saw each other today or if you will this weekend or what that is. Also, I'm having deja vu right now. Lots of deja vu tonight. So, yeah, so that's the message. Let's go ahead and pull some cards for your love too, real quick, and see what other information I can get for you. All right, I see the Emperor coming through for you quite a bit. I was typing your little timestamp. Sorry about that. All right, so first card we have Page of Cups, Queen of Wands, Page of Wands, the Hierophant, the Queen of Cups, and the King of Swords. So these are all in the upright position. There's no reversals or anything like that. It makes me feel like Page of Cups. So this is like the expression of like when pigs fly. Like that will happen when pigs fly. And they're in the image on this card. There's literally a pig flying. So what that's telling me is to believe in the impossible. So it indicates to me that maybe right now she's not like 100% certain about you, but she's like, I got a really good feeling about this guy. Like I have a really good feeling about him. Everything that I've seen is amazing. Everything he's done, I really like. I like who he is. I like what he stands for. I like his interests. And it's like, really, there's no red flags for her when it comes to you, except for she feels like this like guard up with you. And usually this card comes through when it's like, it's okay to believe in the impossible. And when I was pulling it out of the deck, even though it is upright, it was kind of like flipped around a little bit. And like I confirmed with spirit which way it was supposed to be, and I felt it was supposed to be upright, but it does kind of indicate to me there might be a little bit of uncertainty still that she's experiencing with your connection. She can't really figure it out. She's not sure what it is that's making her feel this way, but she still feels it. So I think she might be like holding her breath. I don't necessarily think she's waiting for the doom of a relationship with you. I don't think she's like waiting for the shoe to drop or the shit to hit the fan or whatever. I don't think it's like that. I don't think that she expects anything negative to happen, but I think that she is like still a little uncertain. But as I mentioned in the channeled message, it does seem to be getting a little bit better. I think she's extremely enthusiastic about you. I think she's passionate for you. I think that she really believes in your strength and determination and just believes in you as a person. So like she wants to be supportive of the things that you set your mind to. And I think she likes being in on it too. Like I think she likes if you guys have like inside banter, things that only make sense to the two of you as well. She likes, trying to think of things to do with you that maybe are unique or different, setting her apart. I think she really wants to feel that she's making an impression on you that's like unlike anyone else. I think she really wants to feel like she's the girl for you. And I think that her intentions are to just really continue to enjoy time with you, playful, like I'm seeing like lots of laughing, joking, smiling, just overall just like enjoying each other's company. The Hierophant here also indicates that she feels like she wants to continue to find ways that you guys can like build a life together, because the Hierophant talks about the way in which you identify, like, and she wants to identify with you. So she might be wanting to build that rapport with you, maybe creating traditions with you. I feel like really she's like focused on like a future. But again, there is this dark cloud and I can't really like completely ignore that. Let's see. I think she may be trying to also do what she can to influence the connection. I think she's trying to I don't know if she like prays or meditates or sends good vibes. I don't know if she does energy work like you. I don't really know like what she does, but I feel like whatever capacity she's able, she is trying to like energetically like make this relationship work. I feel like she's just trying to be very positive, send good vibes, ask for blessings over your connection. Um, I think she is enjoying it. I think she just wishes that she didn't feel you holding back so much. I think she's looking at you like King of Swords, definitely Gemini energy. Um, you bring a lot to the table, but she's like, I don't want you to just go through the motions of being my boyfriend. I want you to feel, I want to feel like you want to be here. Like I want to feel like this is all you want and this is all you could ever dream of. And like I really want to feel like you want it. Cause like maybe she feels like you do things because you think you're supposed to do them, because you feel like you're supposed to do them, because like that's your role in a relationship with her. But she's like, does he want to do these things? So it's like I think she wants to feel that you want to do it, not just doing it because that's what you're supposed to do. So I don't know. There's something to do with that, but take that however you will. Let's go ahead and shuffle for your BOGO. All right, so James, um, we're kind of going back to something that I have already told you about this. I remember saying to you that, and I don't remember if it was in like a voice note or if it was a live, but I had said that if you guys had never dated in the past, that you guys might have had a better shot now. That is essentially the bottom line here as to why this didn't work out between the two of you, because you're asking like why didn't she want to have a romantic relationship with you, and I think it's truly because you guys like had something a long time ago, and she has this like preconceived idea of who you are. She like did not give you any grace of understanding, that maybe you've changed, maybe you're different, maybe a lot of time has passed since the last time you guys had anything romantic together, and didn't take that into consideration. She just was like writing you off as like, I know who he is and I know what he's about. And I really think that that was to your detriment, the fact that you guys were trying to come, or you were trying to come back together with her again later in life, because sometimes we put someone in a box and we're like, been there, done that, don't want to do it again. And I think that's kind of what this was with you. And I think also at the same time, she doesn't want a relationship at all. Like, I don't think you're going to see her. I mean, how long has it been? It's been months and months and months, I think, since all this has happened. Like 2 months, maybe 3 months. I don't know how long. Um, and I think that it's still going to be a little bit before you even see her enter a relationship with someone else too. I really think it's this person that's coming in for her would have to like really knock her off her like axis, knock her off her feet, basically sweep her off her feet to like really have her consider being in a relationship with someone new. So it's kind of like a duo fold like type of answer where first of all she didn't want a relationship. So like that's number one, but in addition to that she didn't allow for any kind of room for understanding that maybe you're a different person, maybe the relationship would feel different than it did when you were kids. um, Maybe she just was worried that being with you in a relationship now would bring her back to that time when she was a child, like you guys were teenagers, and she just didn't want to go back to that place. Kind of like how when people they link up with people who they knew like back in college, and then they go 10 years without seeing that person, but then like they meet up with them again, and then they like go back to that mindset. So like imagine like fraternity brothers, okay? Like imagine that they go off, live their own lives, get married, have kids, whatever, they're just like doing their own thing, but then they get back together with their fraternity brothers and they revert back to like, and this is stereotypical, but they revert back to that, like wanting to do beer pong, wanting to drink, having the same vernacular they did when they were in high school, doing stupid shit. Like, it's kind of like certain people kind of freeze in time. And like when you get back together, you kind of revert back to that old way of being. And I think that she just didn't want to feel that same way that she did when you guys were together the first time. I think that she felt like, I don't want to necessarily go back there. Maybe that was a bad time for her. Maybe that's just before, addiction started, or, truth be told, I don't know exactly like the timeline, but I'm getting kind of the impression of like, maybe this is a trifold answer, that she didn't want a relationship. She felt like if she did enter a relationship with you, it would revert back to like make her feel like she's young again, and she didn't want to like go back there. And also she just felt like nothing would really change. She had this like preconceived idea of who you were and what you were about. So yeah, I think it was a little bit of everything. She just like was closed off to the idea of it for the most part. Obviously we know there were like little moments where she considered it, but it wasn't for long. All right, let's do your second question. I didn't realize, just realized I was on mute. I am still here. Yes, I'm working on donations at this time. Philomena, drop your question below for me, okay? So James, sorry, I was on mute for a second. All right. So in regards to what spirit wants to relate to you is that Patty is still in this period of indecision and blocking you basically out of her life. It's the two of swords in reverse. So it's telling me that Patty is refusing to look at this, address this, do anything with this. She's kind of like avoiding, basically. I don't think that she's having clarity, and maybe she's having a difficulty seeing the truth. And I think that she's just essentially avoiding confrontation here. So I think that she essentially is allowing herself to indulge in her own reality of what she thinks is going on here, because there is this avoidant type of like mentality that she's having towards this connection. Now, with this being said, the message from Spirit is to let you know, to confirm or acknowledge that this period of time of avoidance is continuing on. I think that her main focus for herself is herself. And I think it's not too far of a stretch for us to think that Patty is self-serving, self-indulging, self-focused, selfish at this time, because that is essentially what she's kind of always come across to you as. So I think that with the star here, it's indicating like the need for her own self to feel and do what makes her feel positive, what makes her feel like she's healing, what makes her feel like she has some kind of grip on what her future is going to be and what it's going to look like. And I think that if there's any room for enlightenment, it's going to be about herself right now versus the connection. Let's see. I feel like Spirit wants you to remember how you were showing up in the connection and what you had to offer that was being ignored. Hold on one second. And they want you to remember to, or they want you to keep in mind the imbalance that you were experiencing, Six of Pentacles in reverse, that the value you were bringing to the table was not being matched by her. And they're basically saying like anger is a productive emotion. Frustration is a productive emotion if you are willing to do something with that feeling. So Spirit, where are we going with this? Okay, so they said that they want you to kind of utilize that feeling of anger or frustration as a way to kind of have self-discipline when it comes to her. They want to make sure that you are keeping yourself at a distance from her, and if it means that you have to harbor resentment in order to keep your distance from her, that's what you should do. Because what they're saying is that what you aren't changing, you are choosing. So if you aren't changing and looking in a different direction from Patty, then you are choosing this unfairness and like the way that Patty is treating you. So basically if you stay in a mindset and you refuse to change, then you are choosing that path. So you would be choosing Patty's neglect. You would be choosing her like disinterest, her non-consideration for you. You would, if you do not make changes towards a different path, towards a different future, if you do not get her off your mind, then you are choosing more of that which you do not want. So they're like, utilize that anger, utilize that frustration if it means you will keep your distance from her. Because remember the value that you have, that you can bring to the table, that you can offer to someone. And when it came to Patty, it was not only was it not reciprocated, okay, it was rescinded. It was not only was it not reciprocated, it was unwanted by her. Okay, she canceled it, right? So I think that's really important. I think that they want you to not, they just like don't want you to have so much tension. Like I'm getting like a lot of like tension and frustration and a lot of like overthinking about this. And I feel like they want you to pull back because she's fine. I'm actually going to take a picture of these two pictures. One is you and one is her. It's like if you could only see how she is feeling in this moment versus how you're feeling in this moment, it wouldn't take you very long to just move on from this. So hold on one second. Let me send this to you. All right, so I'm sending you a picture. So this is like the cards I'm looking at right now. This is you on the left, okay? You are frustrated, you have tension, you are not free, you are bound, you are overthinking, you're just consuming a lot of your unconscious mind to her. Now, you might not think about her consciously every single day. Only you would be able to answer that. But regardless, your subconscious thinks about her. And you're like apart from her, but it's like causing you anguish. But look at her. She's the Queen of Pentacles. She's sitting. She's fine. And I feel like if you could see, like if you could be a fly on the wall of her life, and I think if you could see how fine she is, it would piss you off because you would be like, why am I over here like upset about the fact that, you know, she's done this and this is where we're at and this is the place that she's brought us to and she's over here just like having a fine time. I feel like if you were a fly on a wall, you'd see her laughing, getting on with her life, not talking about you or thinking about you or whatever. I think it would be a lot easier for you to move on from her. And I feel like that's kind of what is going on. I feel like that's kind of, in a nutshell, the specifics of your connection anyways, like in the first place. I feel like that's how it always was. She was fine and unbothered and you were like overthinking it with her and you were wanting her and wanting to be with her, wanting to prove yourself to her. So I feel like just keeping in mind this like smug face that she's making, like the Queen of Pentacles, and just keep in mind that like she's off doing her own thing, living her own life, and that you should too as well. Because I think that's kind of where you're at this time. Remember the Two of Swords, indicating that she's blocking you or blocking this connection right now because she is still in this avoidant place. And whatever energy she has to give to this connection, she's going to give to herself instead. So that's what I have for you, James. All right, so next up we have Asen. Asen wants, I think, a love spread. I need Philomena to reach out to me with her question, please. Philomena, drop your question below. All right, this is a question for Asen. A love spread. I'm going to go ahead and do the love spread for you, Asen. Oh, hey, Asen. You're very welcome. I was just about to message you on PayPal. So Asen, we're going to do the love spread for you for your person A. Smiley, thank you for checking in with me. Pisces, our list is closed. I do need Philomena to drop her question below. Philomena, I know you said you were sleeping and you just woke up, but please post your question. A and okay. You are very welcome. All right, you and your person that you're asking about, how they feel about you. We have the 7 of Wands. So there's something about you that makes them feel like either at peace or that you as long as you're with him, that he feels like he can do anything, he can overcome anything, like he feels very supportive with you, and supported by you. This could also indicate a lot of challenges in his life. If you guys are having challenges, then he feels that as long as you guys are taking care of it and facing it head on together, that there's nothing that can stop you, basically. Like you and him against the world is essentially like the message. So take this however it resonates, of course. I'm the type of reader who gives like a lot of different examples, because I want you to kind of put the pieces together, because I'm not sure the exact nature of the relationship or what's going on with your connection right now. However, this is what it feels like that he feels about you. That there's like certain things in life that as long as you guys are together, you guys can overcome, and that he feels like invincible, or maybe you make him feel invincible and you make him feel at peace. Like he's not very worried about any kind of problems that should arise. And his true intentions, we have the Wheel in reverse. The Wheel is a good card no matter what. Maybe right now things aren't as good as he would like in your connection because the Wheel is in reverse. But this card also talks about karmic relationships, soulmates. It talks about like what comes around goes around. So I think that he's kind of viewing this and hoping for whatever you guys are going through right now to be temporary. And he's kind of saying like, we'll figure it out. Like we will rise above it, as I mentioned previously. Like maybe he's saying every relationship ebbs and flows. This is just the ebb, but we will flow again. Between you and Anthony Wright, you're at a crossroad challenge right now. Okay, got you. So he feels like this is temporary. He feels like you guys have luck on your side and that you guys will figure it out. I feel like for you, you're wanting harmony and alignment in this connection. You want to feel good. You want to feel loved. You want to feel cared for. You want to feel like in love with this person. Maybe you're also looking for some type of like commitment, like relationship or marriage or children or whatever, just like things basically that you want happening with this person. What he wants, the Page of Cups, is he basically wants to believe that even if everything's going wrong, that you guys will figure it out together. The Page of Cups means that he's feeling, or he wants to believe in the impossible. He wants to have hope for this connection. He wants to, like, I don't think he wants to, and me, I don't even know if you want to, but I don't think he wants to face the reality of this. Like, if there's something that's kind of going to be hard to get past, I don't think he wants to think about that right now. I think he wants to just believe it's going to work out and it's going to be fine. What pulls you apart? We have the Ten of Wands. This could indicate that your relationship is at a distance, like meaning you guys have a long distance relationship. This could indicate that one or both of you are moving. This could indicate that one or both of you are overloaded with responsibilities and burdens, and you feel like you have a lot and you're not able to contribute the adequate time to the other person. It feels like some kind of like difference that feels like heavy. It feels hard to deal with or hard to navigate, basically. That is making this hard for you. Let's see. But I think that there is a desire to still try to figure it out. If that means, like, for example, if you guys are, like, let's say long distance, okay, that means that one of you wants to kind of pack up your bags and go be with them. But basically what I'm getting is that, like, both of you want to solve this problem. Both of you aren't ready to completely walk away. If there is an issue with maybe one of you want to have kids, the other person doesn't want to have kids, or something like that, that's also being acknowledged here. But I feel like there's like this desire to see more fight from the other person. You're wanting the other person to fight for you more, wanting to feel confident that you guys will be able to grow from this or get some type of evolvement in your connection, some kind of progress that you want to see. The energy around the relationship is that you both are putting your energy into this. You said that's what I wonder, because I feel I definitely do, but I don't know how he feels about trying. He wants this to kind of fix itself, Asen. He wants it to fix itself. I think he really feels like somehow magically the universe will come and fix this problem for him, or that if you guys put your heads together, you guys will be able to figure it out. He seems maybe more in the like positive delusional side versus like fixed in reality. It feels like you are thinking more realistically than he is, and I feel like he kind of wants you guys to work together to make this work, but I don't think either of you are ready to walk away. There's not really anything hidden that I don't think you know, but I think you both are like in protective mode. I think you both want to protect yourselves in this connection, and I think you're both like kind of worried about getting hurt here. Will the relationship be successful at the Page of Pentacles? This is a yes for me, but the page indicates that you guys have a long way to go. The page is a court card, and it basically talks about how there's a lot of growing up to do, a lot of maturing and learning and wisdom to acquire, and so you guys are just like at the beginning of this potential here. So yeah, I think this has all been a learning experience for both. Just a lot though, big lesson. Yeah, I gotta say, Asen, he feels like he's living in La La Land right now. It feels like to me he is not really willing to face reality. So if that helps you at all understand where his head is at, that's what I've got. Philomena, I need you to post. Hey, Asen, I actually have to get going. I've got to be up in a couple of hours because I have to get to my friend's birthday party. She's having a birthday at like a winery or something, and I got to be up way earlier than normal. I have to be up at 9, and I'm not normally up until like 3 or 4 because I work nights, so I have to get some sleep. Normally I would say yes. You know, I'm always happy to add on to your guys's readings, and I don't like saying no to money. So I definitely would if I wasn't in a hurry to get off of here this evening. But yes, please come back and we will add on to it. And maybe at that time you'll have different questions to ask anyways. So definitely come back next time. Thank you for asking. All right. Philomena, please get your question drops below. We've got to get through these readings. We're going to go ahead and move on to Taka. And hopefully Philomena will come in with her questions at some point. Thank you, son. All right. Taka, we have you for a BOGO. Question 1, Jay, work crush, thoughts, views towards you. He's learning about you more. Asked him a few reads ago, but interested to see more updates because, you know, energies change. Sure. Let's take a look and see. Oh, yes. I remember him. He's like a regional manager or something, I think you said. All right, Jay and Taka. Sitting in a tree. Jay and Taka. Let's see. Ooh, that's so funny. I was singing the Sitting in the Tree KASSING because I have a card here where it's like the two of you, you know, you've got your arms wrapped around each other and you're kind of sitting on what looks kind of like a branch. So that's kind of funny. It also is like reminding me of maybe a very like playful and like innocent and like feeling kind of like a kid again when you talk about this person or this person talks about you. It's like I know you mentioned like work crush, but for me it's kind of like, you know, when you're in grade school and like you're talking about how you have a crush on someone, you get kind of giddy and giggly, and I feel like that's maybe his energy towards you. I think he's got a crush on you too, actually. It feels like he looks at you as you have like you're multifaceted. Like he looks at you as someone who really has it together, is good at being in charge, good at making sure that things are running smoothly and efficiently, and you demand respect. But I think there's also like this like feminine side to you as well, that he's looking at and really enjoying about you too. You I feel like I'm hearing him say he wants to see you in outside clothes. Like he wants to see you like, I don't know if you have a uniform or something where you work or like you have to dress a certain kind of way, but he's like, I wonder what she looks like in her regular clothes. Like how you express yourself outside of work is kind of what I'm getting. So either that or he's like, I want to see her outside of work. I want to see her like you know, when she's not here. I want to see what she's all about. Now, I definitely see the acknowledgement here about him learning about you more. He wants to continue to do that. We have the Page of Swords, so he's basically going to try to get as much information as he possibly can. He doesn't care where it comes from, whether it comes from you, it comes from a friend of yours, a coworker of yours, it comes from, like, if he can find you on social media, if he can Google you. Like, I don't think he really cares where this information comes from, but he wants to, like, lap it up. Like, he's like, tell me everything about Taka. Tell me everything about her. Like, I want to know everything I can. So it's almost like, you know, he's the student and you're the course, and he's learning you, basically. We also have the Seven of Pentacles. So he's saying, like, he likes the exposure that he's had to you. He likes how it's not hard and fast and, like, super strong. He likes that it's, like, slow, and he likes that you guys are planting seeds, and he's getting exposure from you here, and then maybe he doesn't see you for a little while, and then he sees you again, and then you get exposure again. It's like he likes that these, like, little, like, breadcrumbs are being placed all around. It's like he likes this little bit of seeds that are being planted. And he likes that it's just, you guys aren't in a hurry. Like, it's not a big rush. And I think he's enjoying seeing where it's going to go. He feels like you keep your cards close to chest. Four of Pentacles. He feels like whatever it is you're thinking about him or feeling about him, it's like he doesn't really know. Like, I think that he gets certain signals from you. Maybe there's certain ways that you communicate with him, certain, like, demeanor that you carry, or a smile or something like that. Maybe he feels like you might be flirting a little bit, but he's like, she's like a poker player. Like, she's got a poker face. I still feel like, even though I'm kind of getting something from her, it's like I still don't know for sure. And so I think that he could be in a place thinking, like, it's all in my head, but he's looking for an opportunity to get to know you more and spend like, more time around you. I think that he also is looking to make a really good impression on you as well. We have the Emperor here. So he's wanting to show you, you know, that he's in charge, that I think he likes that he, because I think you said that he has, like, a higher position than you or something like that. And I think he gets really excited about showing that part of himself off. I think it makes him feel powerful. It's not that he wants to have something to hang over your head. It's just that he likes the idea that you get to see him in the environment where he is, like, the man, you know, the one in charge, the authority figure, the emperor, all of that stuff. So I think that, like, makes him really excited. Let's see. He likes coming across, like, very masculine to you. I think that he likes coming across like the provider, the leader. And I think that he's very, like, disciplined. But he's going to be very, it's, like, interesting because it's like sometimes I feel like he's coming across stoic, like he's trying not to show too much emotion, but I think that when he comes around you, it's like his whole guard comes down or something. But he's still trying to come off as very serious. Like, I'm getting, like, the Emperor, you know? And this also indicates that he might be doing things, like, I'm getting a message if you want to know, like, if he's thinking about you or, like, crushing out on you or whatever, you're wanting to get signs. He's going to ask you how he can help you. He's going to say, like, you know, how is this going and how is that going? And, like, how can I help fix? Do you have any problems that I can help fix or whatever? And it's going to come across like this is his job and this is what he's supposed to be doing. But it's more so because he wants to find a way to, like, make your life run smoother. So I feel like it's almost a sense of, like, wanting to take care of you a little bit, if that makes sense. But yeah, I think that he really enjoys spending time with you. Like I said, I feel like there's a little crush. I feel like he tries not to think too much about the attraction, but it is there, 8 of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups. So maybe we'll be talking about feelings starting to develop at some point. All right. So that's what I have for the first question. Let's look at the second question now. I'm going to get shuffled for your second question, Taka. Philomena, please check in with me. I need you to post your question, please. We're shuffling for Taka now. All right, if he visits your store, what would his actions and energy be? If he visits your store, what would his action and energy be? He seems a little stressed, Taka, but I think he's going to try to hide that from you. Hold on one second. Hey, baby. I'm working. Yeah. I've got a couple more readings to do. I'll call you back if you're not home. I'll call you back if I'm done. Okay, bye. Okay. So he's stressed personally. I'm just letting you know. So if his energy is off at all, that's why. He feels like he's having to run the show himself. We have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. And 9 of Pentacles upright is a good sense of strength and independence and feeling really good about being on your own and doing your own thing. But 9 of Pentacles in reverse feels more like dependence. It feels like people are depending on him. It feels like him having to take things on his own. That's not a positive thing. It's so basically like 9 of Pentacles uprights like independence and individuality, whereas 9 of Pentacles in reverse is like dependence and maybe having to do things on your own, but it feels like a negative thing rather than a empowering thing, right? So I think that he is coming across a bit stressed, but I think he's going to try to not show it to you because the first card out is the 10 of Cups again. So he's going to try to be like more cheerful. I think it's easy to be more cheerful around you, even though he's stressed the fuck out. We have 5 of Swords. So this is talking about like tension. He may even act a little unprofessionally too, like you're gonna be able to tell like he has a lot on his mind. So he may be wanting to vent to someone, and so you like he may be like, oh my god, like it's just been so crazy, it's been so stressful, and like he might be saying things about his job and venting to you, maybe that may come across to him as like unprofessional. Like he might be like, oh my god, I can't believe I just said all of that, like that's so totally unprofessional of me, like I should have just kept my mouth shut, I shouldn't have said anything. And you're gonna be like, oh no, it's fine, like if you can vent to me, it's fine, it's not a big deal. But I feel like for him, he like likes to hold it together, he likes to look like he has it together, and I feel like he's kind of running on fumes a little bit. So he might be doing things or coming across a certain way that maybe is out of his character, but that's only because he is so stressed out. I do hope that's coming to an end for him. But like I said, he's going to try to come across like he's got it together. He's going to try to come across like everything is fine. But I do feel like he is a bit frazzled. But that doesn't mean that he's going to treat you in a negative way. It just means that he might come across more burnout. I think that when it comes to you, he might be trying, like, so for instance, normally we'll be in his characters, maybe say something to make you laugh. Whereas tomorrow, if you see him, he doesn't really have the energy to do that. Like he might still try, but it just might not land right, or it might come across weird or something. So as long as you can look at him through the eyes of understanding and knowing that he feels like he's had a lot on his plate lately and don't take anything personally, I think that you're going to be pleasantly like enjoy his company. Basically, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised and enjoy his company, as long as you can keep in mind that he might be coming across a little different, which is probably good that you got this reading, because even if he doesn't show up tomorrow, maybe he shows up next week or whatever, it's still good to know, because he's probably still going to be in this energy anyways. That way you don't feel like you're taking something personally that really has nothing to do with you at all. I have the Ace of Cups. So, this indicates, again, as I mentioned before, maybe some feelings starting to develop after you see him next time. He does feel like things are a little bit out of balance. He's going to say something to the effect of, like, yeah, I'm just trying to, like, get us to the finish line, and, like, I'm trying to just get us through this time period right now, or I'm trying to tie up loose ends, etc., etc., because he's juggling a lot. But the world in reverse indicates that by tomorrow, especially, but even in like the near future, things aren't coming to an end for him anytime soon. Like, he's basically just in, like, kind of like survival mode in a sense. Like, I feel like he's just trying to get through this like rough patch right now, and they're saying that he still has not completed that goal yet. So that is what I've got. Taka, hopefully you enjoyed your reading with me. Definitely leave a comment and let me know how it resonated, or send me a message if you want. I am going to go ahead and move on to the last person on our list, which is Smiley. Smiley, I have you down for a mini reading. I know you checked in earlier, but I didn't see a question from you. So if you want to drop that now, that would be great. We are also still looking for Philomena as well. So Philomena, please post your question. Hey Smiley, how are you? I have you down for a mini reading, so just drop your question whenever you're ready and we'll get started. I think I might have to hold on to Philomena's question for next time. So I don't know where she went. You're supposed to be person wanted to wait till Saturday. Why? Like for Valentine's Day? Why did Smiley's person want to wait till Saturday? Why did Smiley's person want to wait till Saturday? Why did Smiley's person want to wait till Saturday? How far apart do you guys live? Oh, okay. He feels like he let you down. Like, he really does. This is something that's weighing on him. I asked why he wanted to wait till Saturday, and I have the Two of Pentacles, which indicates that he felt like he was juggling a lot, and it felt like he feels like he just didn't communicate this effectively enough, or like I know that he feels like he disappointed you, and let's just see, is he telling the truth? Is he telling the truth to Smiley? I'm getting a yes. Is he telling the truth to Smiley? Is he telling the truth to Smiley? Show me a yes or no. I don't know. I feel like if he was putting someone else ahead of you, I feel like he would have told you that, because I feel like he would have been honest about it. I feel like he would have told you that he's seeing someone else. So I don't know. It feels that doesn't feel exactly right to me. Is there someone else? Is there someone else? I'm not getting a clear answer. I feel like I'm so sorry, Smiley. You can keep it decorated till tomorrow. I just feel the only thing I'm getting is, like, I hear him saying I'm juggling a lot. I feel like this was just a lot for me to do this tonight. I feel like tomorrow will be better. I feel like tomorrow will be because it's tomorrow Saturday, I think you're talking about. Like, it will be a better day for us. We'll be able to enjoy each other more. I won't be distracted. But I feel like he's saying, like, I really let her down. Like, the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Cups, or the Knight of Cups, is in reverse. And he just, like, feels like he's disappointing you. Like, he's breaking your heart. Like, he's letting you down. I mean, 2 hours is a long drive too, like, especially if you after you've been working all day, like that's a long time. I want to believe him. I want to believe him. I do. I don't want to think that he was celebrating Valentine's Day with someone else, but I can understand as well. I can also understand you're feeling like, well, it's Valentine's Day and I wanted to see you, and like, I can see why you would question. He's gonna think you're with another man. Oh no, what did you post? So I asked if you could believe him, and I got the Fool in reverse. Here's what I'm gonna say. And that's a yes for me. But what I'm gonna say is that if he is not telling the truth, which I don't want to believe, I don't believe, but if he's not telling the truth, then the person that he is spending time with is someone that he knows already, is someone that he's established a connection with. But again, I'm not picking up on the fact that he's seeing someone else tonight. I just got that because I have the Chariot, so that talks about like driving, going a long distance. That's why I asked how far apart you guys live, because I think it really has to do with Just the fact that he felt like it just would be a lot to do tonight. Let me see. Tell me about his plans with Smiley. Yeah, the Fool. The Fool is not... The Fool doesn't mean, like, you're a dumbass. The Fool means starting a new beginning or a new adventure. Yeah, I can understand that. I think what ended up happening, Smiley, and this is where I'm gonna end it. I think what ended up happening was he worked today. He knew it was gonna be a long drive, and he thought to himself, if I go see her Saturday, then that should be fine. That should be better than nothing. I think that there might have been something that's going on locally where he's at that sounded like a better idea than driving to you 2 hours tonight. I think it's very possible he chose like another setting to go to. I don't necessarily think that means he's going out on a date with someone else or anything like that. It might just be with his boys. Like he just may be going out with some friends. Or going home. Like, I just feel like he just was thinking to himself, I'm exhausted. I'd rather stay local today and I can go see her tomorrow. That's what it feels like to me. It doesn't seem like Valentine's Day is a big deal to him. It doesn't seem like it's as big of a deal as it is maybe to you. And I think that he knew he disappointed you. He knew he upset you and let you down. But I think he's thinking, I can just make it up to her tomorrow. I really think that's just kind of where he's at mentally. But I do have to run. Oh, can you send another 8? I've got to get going because I've got to be somewhere in a couple of hours and I need to get some sleep tonight. I'm sorry. Normally, I would say yes. Normally, I would let everyone that wanted to add on tonight do that, but I've got to go. Yeah, I got to get going. I've got my best friend's birthday is tomorrow, and she's having a birthday party at a winery, and I'm gonna have to be up early. Like the time I have to be getting up is the time I'm normally going to bed. So I have to hop off of here. But you're welcome, Smiley. I do hope that he's able to make it up to you tomorrow. You'll have to let me know. Check in with me next week at least. Even if you aren't here to like get a reading, give me an update on what ended up happening because I'm curious. Yeah. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, got you. Yeah, you're welcome, Smiley. Have a great night. I'll talk to you next time. Bye, girl.